The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
I remember when I was in Israel for the year. There was a kid after high school, I went to spend a year of study in Israel. And in my group, in my year, there was this one kid who I knew from beforehand. And he was an energetic, lively kid. Sports and this and that, like he's full of life. And about a month into the year, we realized that something was different about him. He was always sleeping. He was never really up for anything. Even when he was with us, he was not himself. He was like on low battery. And we all had our theories, jet lag. Maybe his diet was different. Maybe it's too hard to sit all day. Everyone had all their theories, all of his friends, his makeshift psychologists. And I got to a point where we started to get nervous about him. So we called and we spoke to his rabbi and said, listen, something's going on here. So his rabbi said, okay, let me look into it. So one morning he walks into his room in the morning. Now, I just wanted to give you a sense of what his room looked like. His room had one major window. Now in Israel, they have this thing called trisim. Trisim are like Israeli shades. Like in your house, they're shades, most likely, they're slanted. So that means that no matter how thick the shade is, it shades the sun. It doesn't block the sun. They're not called blocks. They're called shades. So in the morning, So even if you have shades in your room that are closed, it's the morning. The sun comes through something. It's the afternoon. Your room can tell between morning and night. Israel's not like that, at least not in this dorm. They have this thing called trisim. And what there are, if you can imagine, they're like plastic slats and they fall into each other. So each one fits like a Lego piece. So when you do all of them, they block out the sun entirely. So when these trisim are down, it's black. Morning, black. Afternoon, black. You walk in the room, if they're down, you don't know what time of day it is. So the rabbi walks into the room and sees that the shades have been down. Turns to his room and goes, how long have they been down for? He goes, we always leave them down. And he realizes that there hasn't been sunlight in this room for a month. So he opens the shades and he tells the roommate, don't put these down for a week. He goes, all right. 1 week. I'll never forget this. Within 1 week, this kid who we all had pegged for this, that, was back to himself. Sunlight. Waking up. Having that light come in, he was missing it. And it reinvigorated him. What's Teshuvah? Teshuvah isn't being someone that we're not. Teshuvah is being someone who we are. You see, me and you are built with divine energy, which means there's a piece of God inside us, which means we naturally feel great when we do things that are deeper, that are spiritual. That's why feeling good feels amazing. That's why doing good feels amazing. That's why we want to be kind. We want to be giving. We want to be selfless. We want to be connected to people in a deep way. We want to be connected to something more in a deep way. We want this stuff. And when we do it, we get some addictive feeling of, yeah, that's me. But along the way, we drop these shades. We fall to a temptation a couple too many times. We get offended by people around us. We lose faith in maybe people that teach us things. We fail a couple of times and we give up. Along the way in our lives, we build these character flaws, these beliefs that limit us. They're the shades around us that block the sunlight. It blocks what the world offers us. It blocks how we deal with the world. And all that does is it sucks out our natural energy. This period of time is not to kiss up to a divine vending machine so that he can put you in some book to give you some stuff so we can go back to who we are. This period of time is God's way of saying, listen, you're a human being. I know, I made you. You're going to trip and fail. You're going to put up blocks. Together, I want to raise the shades. Together, I want you, together with your nation, with me, to help you clean this out so that you can be you. You can live the life that you can live. You can have the relationships that you can have. You're built to be deep. You're built to be connected spiritually. You put up the shades, welcome to life, but let's take them down. That's the period of time. Teshuvah means to return. This Shabbos is this incredible experience where we have a breath. We can think about the things we did wrong in an honest fashion. The blocks between us and God, the blocks between us and each other, our character flaws that we've developed. And if we take the honest assessment and really realize that these things are blocking us from us, we're not doing it for God. God's doing this for us. We can come out of Shabbos and move into a week where we deal with it. We think about it. We pray about it. Prepare ourselves for the day of cleansing, which is day of Yom Kippur, where God assists us in cleaning out and raising up those shades so that the sunlight pours in. And then we can live the life with the liveliness and the spiritual energy that makes us the people that we can really be.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org